No, so is he going to be jumping in? Because we also did see Kistler move over to Rome, so maybe there'll be even more swaps happening. Kistler did, and we'll see. What?
Don't get confused with all the graphics showing which lane they're going. I told you the carry wasn't gonna go in the mid lane. The Freya wasn't going in the mid lane. Just a few jitters here and there, right? So I think you guys are right. I think you guys are right. Merlin's probably gonna be in the wrong position going into this game, and even the draft being underway, they're on the blue side now. But if you ask me, I think red side is still preferred. So Stamina won game number 1 on the blue side. So actually going in, do they have the advantage?
We're gonna have to see. So blue side now has first pick, and first pick and second pick usually is a whole different dynamic to consider, you know? So right now we have the Hilda and carry ban, which was picked up last game, and the Freya and Marcellus ban.
Yeah, with the Freya gone, that's not going to be a first pick option for Nighthorde. Stamina might have got it in game 1, but they're not going to give that pick up. Again, this has been a monstrous pick all across the map. Nighthorde on their last ban here. The Bosch is still open. Sora's no longer open. So what does Stamina make for their last ban here?
Ooh, what's got to be? I think go for maybe a Harley this time. Probably take that off the table. Just don't want to be completely kind of annoying. The Jushin is another pick, yes. Sorry.
Well, Stamina doesn't ban out the Harley because they can still pick it. Nighthorde can't pick the Harley anymore. See, I'm already better at the global ban than you, man.
That thing's confusing, man. It's gotta go on the other side. They confused me.
Oh yeah, they swapped it. I got you. There we go. Thank you guys.
Would you take a look at that?
It's now coaching for the Nighthorde.
Yeah.
But I just had a realization, guys. Now that I think about it, we have Shiro and Dez as the junglers. Last time I checked, these two are more comfortable on assassins. So I think that could account to why we didn't see that many first pick tank jungles.
You know what? You spoke about tank jungle. First pick tank jungle on Nighthorde, that Baxia. I heard him. I can't believe it was let through and they got the Baxia. But then again, they don't really play him quite a lot in scrims as well. He's not a let through. So hey, is this something that Nighthorde kind of practiced to build around the Baxia?
I mean, it's a hero that's been a popular jungle pick for a while, fell off. I think everyone's going to be comfortable with it. It does change the way the Stamina wants to play this, though, because it's not something like the Suyo where you're kind of bulky but also do damage. This is a utility jungler at its prime here, so Nighthorde's going to need some damage elsewhere in their composition to pull it off.
Early
we get the Cho and the Claude?
Early?
Cho Claude?
So early?
Cho Claude? It's a vibe. Against the utility jungle, it can work. You get the knockups. It's something that you can look for some crowd control, and Stamina likes crowd control right now. It's really how they beat out Nighthorde last game.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see a Leslie pick on the side of blue and Nighthorde.
It has been very popular, right? It has been very popular, especially against Claude. Yes, I mean, it hasn't been in the so-called meta for a long time, but against the Claude, we've seen teams more prone to pick it up. But this Cho again, I think the Cho is a little early, but Trex, you said it right. You can go provide those knockups, Jikundo, get into the opposition, be quite annoying. Basically do what a Marcel can do, but been doing it for a long time. But yeah, look at the reply, that jawhead. Oh no.
Yeah, but they took
Whoa.
They took Tamal out and they put in the jawhead.
Whoa! Is this the secret weapon?
Jawhead, Zitian. What do we got? Roamer Jawhead, mid lane Zitian. It is aggressive. It's not something we've seen a lot of, though. A lot of times when we were seeing the Jawhead, it was popular with something like the Suyo, popular with something that could scale really quickly off of those like quick knockups, look for early game pickoffs, and get an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing. Usually, if you pick up the Jawhead, you kind of want it to combo with something, right? Probably a Lunox, probably a carry, maybe a Beatrix in the back of the day. So I'm assuming that having picked the carry in the previous game and having picked the Zetian now, you don't really have a lot of options. You know this box is going to go into the jungle unless, I mean, it's a stretch. Put Baksha in the roam, put Jawhead in the jungle, but that's really a stretch, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused on the side of Stamina. They picked up the Chow early, so I was expecting maybe something that could pick off with the Chow, but I'm not seeing a lot of options available.
I mean, there's still possibilities. We're coming into second phase. EXP lanes are getting banned out from the side of Stamina. Do we see Dez pick something aggressive here once again in the jungle? Something that can take advantage of these pickoffs. You mentioned earlier though, Kronos, what the possibility of Jawhead or this being a roam Basha, right? There could be some flexibility to it. Could be some opportunities. But then, yeah, what do you do with the Jawhead? Do you stick him in the jungle? I don't know about that. It's not something we've seen a lot of, but we'll see how things go.
Rex, there's no way you think that Tamal isn't gonna be the one to play Jaw.
They brought in Merlin though, so Tamal's not playing.
That is true.
That's why why I was like, how dare they pick up the Jawhead right after they sub out Tamal?
Yeah, that is true. I just had like a brain fart. I was like, that's a Tamal move.
That's a Tamal pick.
Huh.
I mean,
we'll see what happens.
I was gonna say that the Lapu Lapu is something that Stamina could go for, not just to pick it for themselves, but also kind of deny Nighthorde from picking up. Because the Black Dragon's already banned off. You got Guinevere taken off. Alice is already banned. Sora is off the table, so not a lot of options left for Nighthorde if they're looking for damage, which they're kind of lacking. So Phobius is one of them. Maybe did I hear a Moskov? Oh wait,
oh what? My lord!
You heard incorrectly.
That's the sun.
That's the sun. That's my son right there. Sun. And Esmeralda. So Nighthorde picking more of the dive comp this time, but with, I would say it's a less damaged version of what we saw from Stamina last game. Like, yes, you have a hero that might build the same as Freya with the sun, but it's not gonna hit as hard. They do have more crowd control this time, but this sun, I mean, I don't know how to quite feel about it. Have we ever even seen a sun in NACT, anything like that, really? I feel like this is a pretty fresh pick overall.
I mean, it's not picked quite often. It's been picked before, but it's not a pick that's quite often, right, Ashley?
No. I'd like to disagree with y'all heavily. So during the past like what 3-4 months, I've been seeing Sun picked up almost every other game. Okay, that guy is on Gold Lane EXP. It's crazy.
I mean,
okay.
For a brawly composition, he is super strong, and that's what Nighthorde are going for. But I like the Leomord being picked up from Stamina. They got some massive level 4 power spikes, but still matching that with the Nighthorde coming in with their lineup, I think it's going to be super crucial to see who's going to get the first turtle, or at least the early game poke and control of the river is going to count for a lot.
I will say this sun is a North American special right here, because we're not seeing it picked much overseas. It's not something, and I'm excited. The fact that Ashley's backing it, I'll get behind it. I can definitely see the possibilities of it, but let's see how it works out. This is game number 2. The Nighthorde looking for the tiebreaker, looking to try to even things up against Stamina Esports.
Hey man, that graphic looks absolutely fantastic if you ask me. But of course, folks, 2026 MLBB Championship Tour of the Americas North. Game number 2, like Trex mentioned, this is going to come down to river control and how fast they can get it. Because these neutral objective fights are going to be so important with the level 4 power spike these both teams have. Yeah, and especially talking about that North American sun. Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting to see how it's going to go down.
Look at the way that Shiro knows I can bully here. I'm going to immediately go for the camp steal. Unable to get it, though. It does go over to the side of Stamina Esports. We're already seeing the possible aggression and river control from the side of the Nighthorde.
Well, Nighthorde got it this time compared to Stamina Esports in the previous game. And you can already see Dez on the back foot, Colleen being an absolute pain. And at the same time, fast jungle clear coming in from Nighthorde. Merlin, he doesn't want to go in and help, no rotate, nothing. He knows both his sides are kind of winning. The EXP lane matchup is a win for RR. The Esmeralda does do better against the Lapu Lapu. Same thing on the other side. This Sun Wukong is going to be annoying going into the Claude. The Claude needs the level 4. But then again, until then, look at that. Nighthorde already getting a pick off.
Big damage, a lot of damage. Will Yomel get away? No, Colleen gets the first blood.
Okay, powered by Runestone right there.
I like it. So now Turtle's going to be coming up in about 10 seconds. Nighthorde with this utility jungle should have a nice advantage. Bless is going to try to get vision, but at this point, jumping into all four of these is a death sentence.
He's not trying to go scout out no bushes. He knows what's waiting for him. He doesn't want to walk into a complete bloodbath at this point. But Instinct goes in, bravest fighter.
And they do get the knock-up. Shiro still able to get first turtle. Fear the Phoenix does come down. A nice stun, buying Nighthorde some time to disengage instead.
Yeah, well, Dez even popped the steed to try and make sure it doesn't get bullied out of his own jungle. Nice fight from Instinct, though, just going straight away, using the flicker, but oh, Bless again forced to flicker out. It's not looking good for Stamina Esports this early game. They need to find another win, at least on the map. Maybe in the goal lane, but look at the fast rotations coming through from the Nighthorde. This is where the Sun kind of excels, right? Able to use his mobility to get across the map, keep the opposition in the lane, and you can see how they're already penetrating into the jungle of Stamina Esports.
And not only that, but honestly, the damage looks clean from the Sun. No. Bless goes down. Merlin finds that one. And what I was going to continue on with this Sun is not only that, it can close the distance against a marksman in the gold lane very quickly. We're seeing it against Diamond. And the damage that we saw land on to Bless earlier was decent overall. So this is definitely a hero I got my eyes on.
Yeah, I think this Jawhead's going to be absolutely annoying going in. But in the previous game, Stamina Esports had the aggressive start. They had the early game in their favor. The Nighthorde were able to hold their own until 27 minutes. Can Stamina Esports hold on as well? Oh no, never mind.
Jawhead is vicious.
No RBL running a race. Barbiel running a race.
Barbiel just got thrown off of his rider, man. Let alone the other way around. This is a problem. The Jawhead is always waiting. There's no way to bush check. There's no way to find a safe spot. So this time, compared to last game, Stamina Esports are looking to bide some time.
Well, they're not able to look at Bless. He's trying to contest the river against the Jaw at half HP. Before the turtle is definitely not looking good. I don't think they can contest this turtle, let alone the river. But at this point, Nighthorde, they gave away the objectives in the previous game. Now looking to take it all, like completely flipping the script. This is what you want to see from a team that qualified through the open qualifiers, right? You want to see some toughness. You want to make sure they're there to fight. Instinct try to contest, not able to do so. The only thing Nighthorde are missing right now are a couple of towers.
And the Basha looks so good right now. The quick movements from the Nighthorde. Big ejector, throws him back to the team, and down goes Bless once again as Shiro looks for the next hit. Kistler able to find Dez. Stamina Esports in shambles right now.
Are even flickered in, trying to get the kill, bobbing and weaving, dodging the bravest fighter completely. They even get another in their pocket.
Oh my lord, Instinct really thought he had that one. And there's nothing they can do. Nighthorde is just walking over Stamina Esports right now.
Hey man, this is the global ban we're talking about. These pocket picks are coming through. Forget about the global ban. This is NA we're talking about. Pocket picks throughout the board. This is what we wanted to see. The Sun, the Jawhead, all in one game alongside the Esmeralda. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, they're individually, they don't make any sense. But together here against the specific opposition, they're winning these lanes. They got the early game. Now they need to translate this into these tower structures and then try and end the game early as possible. Because if they try and go to the late game, Stamina Esports definitely have the upper hand. They have the high ground with that RWM in the hands of Yomel. So when Stamina Esports, and if they do get to siege against the Nighthorde, it's going to be difficult for them to try and defend. So with the brawly composition that they have, try and be in the face of the opposition the entire time. And that's what they need to continue doing as they've done so far.
Hey, you know, you guys mentioned the Cho being an early pick. And at this point, I can definitely agree because the Jawhead was such a great response to it. But RWM does come down. Bravest Fighter able to follow up, but the damage just not there as the Night Horde jumps back in. Dez falls as Kistler is shredding him apart. Shiro finds Bless. It's 2 members down on the side of Stamina Esports, and Night Horde still stands strong with 0 deaths.
I don't know, man. Kistler's gonna whack. Oh no, Merlin's just chasing. He's chasing. He wants Yomel. He knows he's gonna get that. He might get a kill back, and they do trade it.
It's worth it. It's still value. They get a tower. It's value.
Hey, at this point, I was trying to say Kistler's just whacking them around with his stick. It's just annoying for Stamina Esports. They're not able to do anything if the opposition's so super divey, just like Stamina Esports were in the previous game. But in this case, they're so much more aggressive. They have a lot more damage in the early game. Oh my god. They're already taking out tier 2 on the bot side. We're not even 8 minutes in.
Yeah, Night Horde definitely seems to be in form in game number 2. Downloading in game 1 and now ready to play. Watch for Bless here. Unable to do anything major. Can't do anything in the face of Merlin. This is a problem up against that Jawhead. You try to come in and you're just getting thrown somewhere else.
Told you. It took you, what, 6 minutes to realize that the Cho was too early to be picked? Come on, Trent.
Yeah, exactly.
Off-season catching up to you?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you're Phoenix popped in. Oh, my God!
A lot of damage. Yomel goes down. Bless as well. As the Night Horde continues to just dominate every single team fight in front of them. Stamina Esports, I don't even know if there's an answer. Diamond finally gets in the golden staff here. Is it going to make a difference?
Technically it should, right? That's the Claude's power spike. Technically it should, but my guy, look at the gold. We're talking about 9,000. 9,000. Less than 9 minutes in. That's more than 1,000 a minute. Night Horde have completely snowballed this game out of control. Dez has to use the steed just to clear the wave, and he's not even able to do it completely.
Bless once again running away. Barbiel is out, along with the Bravest Fighter, but Stamina uses all of their ults just to defend, not to secure kills.
Well, they got to do something here at this point, Stamina Esports, if they need to kind of extend this game. Otherwise, it's looking like a freak train coming at them at this point. They do have their Holy Shield, so blessing in disguise, it's only, what, not even 9. It still hasn't been 9 minutes.
No, we still have First Lord about to come out. We haven't even gotten to the Lord section of the game yet. Night Horde playing very different. One of the problems we saw with Stamina Esports last game is they didn't try to close out fast enough. Night Horde seems to not want to waste any time.
I mean, this is what you wanted to see from Stamina Esports in the previous game, right? Oh, wait, on the top side, they make it R8.
R8, though. Looks like going to be able to get away. Does get away. We don't get it on camera, but that is literally a 5-man collapse on the top side. The ejector comes out. No. The toss-up. Bless once again in a bad spot.
Oh, no. They get pushed back.
Oof. This is a problem. This is disgusting. This is problematic for Stamina Esports. Bravest Fighter does come down. A nice stun on to Kistler, but still not enough. Night Horde get the Lord and are waiting to crash into these inhibitors.
Well, Night Horde are looking at a buffet with this Lord marching down the mid lane. Stamina Esports at this point might as just be minions because they're not able to do anything. They're maximizing what this tower defenses can do, these Holy Shields. And I think Night Horde with Merlin on the Jawhead has the flicker available now, looking for a pickoff. Yomel's going to be the target. If not Yomel, at this point, they can melt anybody down.
Yeah, Lord's going to crash in. Bravest Fighter just to get away from Instinct. But the Fury of the Phoenix and the dive down from Sun. The RWM just tried to fan, but the base is still standing. Finally, the inhibitor goes down, but no members drop from Night Horde. They are diving under towers, under crystals, and they are untouched.
Bless not able to get a single Way of the Dragon so far in the game, but he gets picked up and tossed around like a ragdoll.
Man, it's problematic for Stamina Esports. Even, I mean, they're literally, Night Horde was under not only one tower, but the crystal as well, in just unfazed right now.
Yep, but this is what we wanted to see. Again, call me a broken record, but this is what we wanted to see from Stamina Esports in the previous game, right? A little bit of polish to what they were bringing to the table. That's what Night Horde are showing. Give them the draft, give them their comfort picks, and they will show you how they can dominate a game. And oh my god, are they dominating. All right, 12-1, 11k ahead. Again, 1,000 per minute we're talking about.
Yeah,
and Stamina Esports can't really do anything. They can't get out of their base.
Yeah, I don't think there's an answer right now. They have no roam. Here comes the Fury of the Phoenix once again. Night Horde trying to clean things up. Barbiel comes out, but instantly Diamond is tossed up and taken down. Bravest Fighter just in defense. Another wave of minions coming down the top side. Night Horde doesn't need a Lord to crash the base.
Yeah, Night Horde don't need anything. They got a Lord. It's that Boxia. At this point, he's so tanky that Stamina Esports, I mean, I want to take a look at their items, to be honest, and see at least do they have a Malefic gun on the hands of Diamond? Do they have some sort of anti-heal apart from the glowing one? Yes, Bless has got the Dominance Ice. Instinct's got only 2 items.
Yeah, literally every single player on the side of Night Horde has a minimum of about 1.2k gold lead. It is, yeah, it's tough.
Well, the economy's not in the favor for Stamina Esports, you can tell that.
They haven't taken a single tower just yet. Just to kind of push more into how heavily this is in Night Horde's favor. And the thing is even if they caught up, the draft still is in favor of Night Horde. That Jawhead is just so clutch right now.
I mean, the draft, yes, but now if Stamina Esports is able to extend this game, what, another 10 minutes, I'd say, because they're too far behind in gold, 12,000+. The Lore is already marching on the mid lane. They're syncing up the waves. Inhibitor not present in the top, neither in the mid. The bot side is barely hanging. They need to pull the Lord to the bot side, but they don't have the bodies to do so. They don't have the HP to do so. And Night Horde are one Fury of the Phoenix away to end it all.
All right, RW does come out just to try to defend as Kistler takes out Yomel. Stamina Esports still trying to stand tall. It's 4 against 5, but Night Horde doesn't want to give it up. A Blazing Duet in the backside, but Kistler finds them, and game number 2 goes over to the Night Horde.
Hey, contrary to what happened in game number 1, this was such a quick finish. And oh my goodness, a quick finish, a dominating finish from the Night Horde. They're not here just to hang around. They're here to compete. 1-1 on the scoreboard, Ashley.
I missed you guys again. Yeah, well, first of all, let me just say I stand corrected. Needing a burst when all I saw the whole entire game was Basha running it down with the Jawhead. Like steamrolling throughout the whole entire game. But I have a question for you guys. How was NA's specialty Sun?
I liked it, honestly. Even in early game, I was looking at it, and I wanted to see how much damage it did before level 4, and just around that time span, and it actually looked good. And not only that, but in the gold lane against other marksmen, it's able to close the gap quickly. You're able to get some poke off. It has some of those answers, so I'm excited to see how it does moving forward, and if there are other answers, if that was just kind of a one-off, but it seems to have potential.
I mean, adding to what Trek said, the additional thing being that Petrify. Right, that Petrify is so crucial. You kind of have it with the Yu Zhang when you go into the back line with the Black Dragon. You kind of bypass the front line. Sun is trying to do the same thing. Can't really execute it, but he does have those iframes where he's able to disappear in a thin air and like kind of avoid all sorts of crowd control. But once he gets into the back line, finds the right target, that momentary Petrify is all they need to wipe them out. And with the dive composition added to the mix with the Esmeralda, with the Jawhead, yeah, that Petrify was an absolute nuisance. And that NA Sun looking good. Keep it coming. Exciting.
Yeah, like imagine being a little Claude and you're going against 2 Petrifies.
Why's he got to be a little Claude?
Yeah, think about it.
Because you got a dragon with Petrify, you got a monkey with Petrify, you got a Boxia rolling it down and a Jawhead ready to just ult you.
Dexter's probably crying to his son saying, "Leave me alone."
No. Taking a look at it though. We're talking about the Sun. I do want to keep on focusing that a little bit. 5-0 and 5 max items. Went for the Corrosion Scythe. Got in, I mean, overall just speed, damage. This is something we don't get to see very often, or supposedly Ashley's been seeing it very often all the time. This is a first for me. Might have been my first Sun game ever casting, honestly.
Wow. I go against that stuff daily.
I mean, Sun has been played in different countries, different regions as well. Not picked so often. It's a very rare pick, I'd say. But then to make it work so cleanly is what is nice to see. You bring in a fresh flavor into the MCT Americas. You bring a fresh flavor to the North American scene. Of course, yes, you've seen it a lot, Ashley, but then to see it work in a tournament match where there's like of course it's a Swiss format, a lot on the line. It is really nice to see. But then again, I wanted to kind of see what's there on the opposite side in terms of, did they have that Chastis Pauldron to slow them down? Because that's the only way you kind of slow down the attack speed, right? It's not a very expensive item, but not many roamers, not many EXP laners go for it as their first item. But it provides so much value, especially against that lineup, especially against the Sun on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it does. So in terms of the Sun, what are the answers to it, Ashley? What if you could pick anything against it, what do you do?
I've been told a fighter on gold lane can match
like
with
the
it.
Freya, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. Other than that, I can't tell you. I can't really think of anything.
Can't let out the secrets. You got to keep that private and under wraps.
I mean, there is of course the CC that really works. You kind of get the poke, you get the spell vamp back, you're able to sustain in the lane. The curtain call kind of prevents the Sun from moving around quite a lot. Kind of tie both these tie both those clones together. So you make it a little bit difficult. There's the Esmeralda. That's not really great, but you do need to get the early game in your favor. Probably a more team effort. But an A, MVP, Colleen.
Colleen coming through with once again a Zitian. Once again, a Zitian. Maybe it's like the only graphic we have. I'm just joking. That was a joke. But no, I think it's well deserved. And the Zitian, the poking, it feels like a hero that goes very unnoticed throughout matches sometimes. You don't really get to see any flashy, crazy plays, but the damage is there. The ability to just chip people down at a distance is there.
Well,